Leadership Mindset 2.0 by R. Michael Anderson. Audiobook summary and review by Story Shots. Leadership isn't about being irreplaceable, it's about making yourself unnecessary. Introduction. Most leadership training focuses on what you do: strategy, communication, execution. That's backwards. Leadership Mindset 2.0 by R. Michael Anderson reveals that sustainable leadership starts with who you are before you ever open your mouth. Your internal framework determines whether people follow you or simply comply. Leading yourself before leading others. You can't give what you don't have. Every leadership failure traces back to an internal deficit, not a skills gap. Leaders who haven't done the work on themselves unconsciously spread their unresolved issues across their entire team. The micromanager who can't delegate hasn't learned to trust themselves. The leader who avoids conflict is running from their own discomfort. The shift happens when you realize leadership development is personal development in a business suit. You don't need a bigger title. You need to confront the gap between who you think you are and how you actually show up under pressure. The leader you become in private is the leader your team experiences in public. Leading yourself first means building ruthless self-awareness and managing your emotional triggers before they manage your team. Moving from control to influence. Most leaders operate from a control mindset because it feels safer. You set the rules, monitor compliance, correct deviations. But control only works when you're in the room. The moment you step away, productivity drops because your team has learned to wait for instructions instead of thinking for themselves. The influence mindset shapes culture and direction, then trusts competent people to execute. This terrifies control-oriented leaders because influence requires vulnerability. You can't force buy-in. You have to earn it by being trustworthy, consistent, and willing to admit when you're wrong. Influence multiplies your impact because you develop leaders, not collect followers. The transition isn't about loosening standards. It's about shifting from "do it my way" to "here's why this matters. Now show me your best thinking." Building a culture that outlives you. Your greatest leadership test isn't what happens when you're present. It's what happens when you're gone. Legacy isn't about monuments or mission statements. It's about whether the culture you built can self-sustain without you as the central figure. Leaders who build lasting cultures focus on systems over personality. They embed values into hiring decisions, promotion criteria, and daily rituals. They identify the next generation of leaders long before there's an urgent need. This requires ego death. You have to be more committed to the mission than to your own centrality. Leaders who achieve this don't leave power vacuums when they exit. They leave ecosystems that keep growing. Leadership isn't about being irreplaceable. It's about making yourself unnecessary. If this changed how you think about leadership development, someone in your life probably needs to hear it too. Final summary. This summary of Leadership Mindset 2.0 by R. Michael Anderson connects internal self-mastery, the shift from control to influence, and legacy building into one argument. Sustainable leadership flows from the inside out. But the full framework goes deeper into diagnosing your specific leadership gaps, the neuroscience of behavior change under stress, and the exact questions that surface hidden team dysfunction. Real case studies show leaders who transformed entire organizations by changing themselves first, plus the 5 daily practices that separate leaders who burn out from those who compound their impact over decades. The full summary of Leadership Mindset 2.0 is coming soon to the Story Shots app, complete with a visual breakdown and animated explainer. Follow the book now to grab it the moment it's live.